Hey, so I was just going to share with you a funny little story or two about my kiddo. So, as a young dad, well, I'm not that young now, I'm 39, but not that that's horribly old, but I don't want you to think, with my ridiculous good looks and wonderful skin that I'm extremely young, because I'm not that young. But with only a 17-year age gap. My daughter and I are pretty close, and I remember going through a lot of the things she went through when I was her age. So it's kind of a bonus. My dad was 30 years older than me when I was born, and I feel like he didn't remember anything I went through ever. So, like at all, ever. So anyway, so my daughter, we used to love to hear her voice and try and document everything, photos, recordings, and it wasn't as easy, getting like a video or a camera and stuff, especially when you're 17 years old and trying to graduate high school early. It's you're broke most of the time. You're working and trying to just pay your bills. But she, we had an answering machine back in the 90s, and she would make the recordings as soon as she was old enough to make them. And so it was always this cute little squeaky voice. We can't come to the phone right now, but please leave a message. Bye. And then as she got older and she got her first, it wasn't really even like a full camera, but it was like this little teeny tiny recorder, and you can make little videos. And it's probably the equivalent of like a GoPro now, but it was such horrible quality. Like you could barely make out what the image was, but she was running around recording everything. Like, here's me eating Rice Krispie treats, and here's me eating grapes out of the fridge. Don't tell anyone. Ooh, I probably should drink this milk without a glass. And she was being such a cute little ham about it. She got older, she got a little bit more worried, and her mom, of course, worried about her presence being online, so we had to be careful what we posted. But I was always posting pictures and stories, and she used to leave me sweet little messages, but we would talk on the phone. If she was at her mom's house and I had to work, I would call her before bed, or we would talk before bed, or when she woke up, or after school, or whatever. See how gymnastics went, see how softball went, see how indoor soccer went, whatever activity she was into at the time. If I had to miss the practice or the event, swimming, she sometimes got to the point where she said she didn't want people there, but we went anyway. I couldn't. If I could be there, sometimes I would work a full night overnight and then go to the swim meet and be dead tired, and sometimes even grumpy, but I couldn't stand the thought of not trying to be there. But I would record it and I would take pictures and I would post everything about it. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm still doing it. But I got to talk to her last night. We were talking and she was being laying in bed, and she didn't want to like see people that I work with. And there's people I've worked with since the 90s. And I was like, hey, Rachel's here. You should say hi. And she's like, and I had to say, move your hand. Say hi to Rachel. You're 22 years old. You can move your hand and say hi to Rachel. And Rachel was like, hey, girl. And it was kind of cute to see him catch up a little bit. You don't know Rachel, but she's pretty awesome. She's wonderful. So, yeah, but we were talking about what we're going to do when we go to Japan. It's like our huge trip. She's been dying. I remember when she was a little kid, she would bring home her artwork. I have some of it framed, actually, and I don't know if you can see it from here. Yeah, that kind of rainbow triangle back there on the wall, or diamond kind of shape, I guess, is part of one of her elementary school pieces. But she would bring home all these work, and I remember her first cultural study. There's a huge cement truck outside, of course. But her first cultural study was on the country of Japan. And she brought home this painting of like this rectangular piece of paper, and it had these cherry blossom branches, and these little flowers, and she was just excited to tell me everything she knew about Japan and all these things. And since then, she's been studying their culture and their habits, some of their pop items, in their media and stuff. But it's fun to see her now, like throughout it, that we actually get to finally go there and see another part of the world that we've all been curious about. My partner James is going with us, so we get to kind of see it through his eyes too. He's been once before and studied martial arts, but he's quite like her, where he likes a lot of the Japanese culture and history. We're all going to go see Tokyo Disney and Disney Sea, which are two different parks over there, and I can't wait. It's going to be a good time. But she was you know, we like leave messages and text now, so you don't always get to talk about everything. It's a lot of times like reading an email or liking a post on your Facebook, you know. And as a dad, I try not to be too annoying. That was really hard her first year of college, but it's fun. She gets along so well with my partner, and for the last few years, they've been able to just kind of. They usually gang up on me, not intentionally. They just know so much stuff, similarly, just of their own interests, and so then I have to kind of catch up with whatever they're talking about. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting, and I love that still these days. I look forward to hearing her on the phone, hearing her voice. When I call her phone and get the voicemail, you know, because she's very busy. She'll always answer it if she's with me. Somebody else were to call, or text, or email, or send a smoke signal. But if I do it, it's just Dad, so she'll get back with me later. But I think all of us do that. I did that back in the day with my mom too. But what was I saying? God, got completely derailed thinking about how bad of a kid I am to my own mom. But yeah, so hearing her voice and hearing her voicemail, when she puts me in a voicemail, that's what I was saying, was you know, it's entertaining and it's ridiculously cute. It's still kind of a couple years ago when she first got her phone, and she's kind of kept it. And it's still adorable. I get like that little tingle of like, oh, my baby girl. She's so big now and getting all grown up. So I know other parents get it. I bet other people who have like nieces, nephews, godkids, I think when I hear, you know, I hear my little Ella or my Anisi or my Raven, or, you know, you get to talk to kids and you just hear them, the excitement in their eyes for the most simple things makes it magical again. So I hope everything you guys do today, I hope you find some shit that's magical. Find magical shit and enjoy it. Alright guys, have a good day. It's what day is it? Tuesday? Well, maybe you're gonna watch this on a Wednesday or a Thursday. This video, versatile. You can watch it whenever you want. So enjoy it. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye.